Hello lovely humans, welcome back to another vlog, and to a very tired Jamie with something in her mouth. I had last night, yesterday, throughout the night, and a little bit into today, what I think was, I think I passed a gallstone. It was a small one. It's not the worst I've ever had, and I say I think because I've never had it medically diagnosed, but the gallbladder is like a very specific area of the body, and when that hurts, it's like right here. Like just under the rib cage. So I pretty much deduced over the last 20 years that I think I have occasionally a little bit of a gallbladder problem. And that only really flares up when I eat garbage food. And so Elias and I went out to dinner, Chili's like a week ago, and I had a giant fried mozzarella, I would say stick, but it was more like a brick slash slab, and it was so good. And then a couple days ago it started up, and then last night it got really bad. So I ended up not really getting to bed until about 2 a.m. and then baby woke up at like 6 something. So your girl is operating in the negative right now. So baby's sleeping. I don't know, I'm pointing that direction. Her room's over there. It doesn't matter. You don't know which direction it is anyways. And Elias and kiddos are all outside working on projects outside. So we're installing cattle panels for our back fence. So no more electric fencing, thank God, because that stuff is real ugly to look at and it keeps getting unplugged. So it's like just not, it's not great. It's not the best solution for a permanent backyard fence, right? And it never was intended to be. So here I am inside, usually after I have like a, I don't know if it's like a gallbladder attack. That's a term that I read online. It typically feels as though I've been punched right there. And while this time is not terrible, it's not the worst I've had, I'm definitely not in like T-post pounding shape by any stretch of the imagination. So today is the day that I'm not going to be putting any makeup on, where I really want to like treat my skin nicely, because even if I'm feeling black and I can't really do a lot of things, it's kind of hard to bend over and do some chores. At least I could do something nice for myself today. So this is like my like off day self-care routine. Obviously we're rocking some Primally Pure deodorant. Actually don't know if I put it on. But also, I'm of the persuasion that if you're not going outside and you don't think you're gonna get that sweaty, do you need it? That might have been too much information. The second thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to use wild yam salve. Focus on this, not my face. I know it's cute, but come on. If you have a like short luteal phase, which is the phase after you ovulate and when you get to your period, that means you are probably low in progesterone. This is a natural supplement of that. I kid you not, when I started taking this, and it smells so good. The ingredients are wild yam, which is what encourages your body to produce the natural progesterone, cabbage, chased berry, red clover, cramp bark, dandelion root, castor oil, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, beeswax, shea butter, vitamin E, and lavender essential oil. So, I mean, like super, super clean ingredients, but by applying this to your body twice a day, every day unless you are on your period, this will help your body to produce its own progesterone a lot better. So typically they actually suggest that you put it in different parts of your body so it can be absorbed more properly, and it's usually like a dime size amount. So today I'm gonna go right here, and you wanna go for the smooth parts of your skin. So I'll do like my neck, my inner arm, like right here. I usually do one arm at a time, except for I got a generous amount, so I figured I'd do it on my arm here, inside of my thighs, outside of my thighs, just generally smooth skin areas. And for me, because I kind of tend to forget where I did it last time, I try to work from my neck down. But if you are struggling to conceive, or if you are monitoring your hormones, or if you've been told by your doctor that you are low on progesterone, this is a natural way of boosting that. I can't claim that it's gonna work for everybody, of course, this is not medical advice, but my mom, who had a full hysterectomy when I was a freshman in high school, has been on wild yam cream since that happened, and it's helped to maintain her progesterone levels for 20 years. So this stuff is natural, it's been around for a really, really long time. I'll link the kind that I have down below. I don't think everybody needs it. Like recently my sister-in-law was talking to me about progesterone levels, and I was like, yep, you need wild yam cream. And sure enough, her naturopath was like, yep, you need wild yam cream. So it's a pretty tried and true thing. So if you're a cycle tracker and you notice that your luteal phase is shorter than 10 days, check this bad boy out. And then secondly, I'm gonna go with my favorite skin food from Beauty Care Naturals, eye cream, which is a little bit harder to do when you've got like fake nails on. But I just need a little bit of love. I'm now at the stage where my makeup will actually look like hot garbage if I don't put eye cream on it. It just doesn't work as well. It's not cute, and even though I'm not putting makeup on today, I still want to make sure that I'm hydrating. And I also heard once that you should use your ring finger when applying stuff because it's your weakest finger. And that is a hill that I die on, and I've not used any of my other fingers since, especially around the eye. And because I know specifically I am not doing any makeup on my face today, I'm gonna go a little bit more intense when it comes to the moisturizer for my face. And I'm gonna go with Tekisasu tallow. This is actually a Wagyu beef tallow, which is insane how many more nutrients Wagyu beef tallow has than over regular tallow. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave those on the screen because I don't wanna butcher it. And frankly, I don't feel like reading them off right now, so you can see what those are. But this is actually their Golden Chai Glow version that they just came out with for fall time. Oh my god. This one has Wagyu tallow, avocado oil, cinnamon, vanilla, nutmeg, and clove essential oils, which just smells like fall in a cup. But the best part is, look, wait, hold on. Okay, before we move on, look at this tallow texture. So it's whipped, which makes it like really, really lightweight, and a little bit goes a very, very long way. I love a couple things about this specific tallow. One, obviously because it's Wagyu, which is a type of cow that is raised and praised for their fat and their fat content. Two, because I'm on this whole like low tox journey or non-tox journey, whatever, I've become a lot more sensitive to smells. So candles, perfumes, Glade plugins, you name it, like anything that's too intense sometimes will even give me a headache, which, you know, by proxy is a little bit annoying because a bunch of places use fragrances, but this is like a really subtle scent, so I can put it on my face and not be overwhelmed by it. Oh, I love it so much. But the part that gets me the most excited about this specifically is all of these ingredients, cinnamon, vanilla, nutmeg, and clove, actually help to combat acne. And right now I've been dealing with like all those little bumpies, you know what I'm talking about? And a couple of just little random breakouts here and there. Not big, not bad at all. I tend to have really good skin for the most part, but the bumpies are driving me insane. So I'm hoping that if by using this on my days off, and I don't use this before makeup because I'm heavy-handed. A lot of people are like, oh, you could totally put it on before makeup. I can't, because I put this on and I just want to slather my entire soul with it. So while I could, yes, technically use a small amount of this before makeup, I will save this for my off days or maybe at night after I've washed my face, and I'll apply it to help out with those bumps, any sort of acne, or any sort of like little mini breakouts that I have. So this is a brand new jar. Look at that. And I'm just gonna use my nail. That's plenty. That might be way more than enough. Oh my gosh, it feels like frosting. Follow me for more beauty tips. Oh my gosh, the scent on this is perfection. Oh my gosh, and this is locally made, handmade. Like someone hand makes this. Oh. So right now, obviously my face is gonna look a little bit red from like rubbing it, but oh, sweet Lord in heaven. And that literally barely even made a dent. That's wild. So this is their, I think it's a limited edition fall scent. So if you are looking for tallow for your face specifically or to help combat acne, I highly recommend checking this out. They have both 2-ounce and 4-ounce bottles. I have a 4-ounce one from them that I got for my birthday in March that is still alive and still kicking. Now that one I hoard because I use that specifically for really dry areas after showers. Oh, there they are, patting T-posts. But if that is not your jam, or if you want more of a full body tallow, might I recommend their normal scent, which is lavender and frankincense. Oh, you shut up. This smells so good. I love that they take care to make their formulas not too pungent. And again, this one is whipped. I love that it comes in a blue jar. I love that it comes in glass too, so we're not worried about microplastic. Again, this is local, it's handmade, it's all like the bougie words that we love to hear, and then you can save this afterwards. How pretty is that blue? So again, with the lavender and frankincense, this is like a really nice subtle, I'm gonna have to cut this. It's really nice, it's really subtle. Anyhoodles, if you've been curious about getting on the tallow trend, especially if you got face stuff going on, I highly recommend checking out their Golden Chai Glow. Using code JAMIE10 will get you 10% off. This is gifted, by the way, but I have already had their product previously, so when they offered, I was like, yes, please. Yes, please, I love it so much. So if you want to, I'll link it down below. That's Tekisasu or texasutallow.com. Golden Chai Glow. It's like a lot of me talking. And now I need to go find some really low impact things that I can do to like contribute to that. I don't have to, but I want to go do some low impact things to contribute to the house. So I might start a load of laundry. I'm definitely gonna make her a bed. Cause if I make the bed, I just feel like I've accomplished so much more for my day. And I can't tell if I keep going out of focus or not. So if I have, and it keeps wanting to constantly focus on the TV behind me, I'm sorry. But it's so much better to talk to you in the camera like this than it is to talk like this. Because there's a total difference, isn't there? All right, let's start a cutesy little song moment of me doing things with my, not broken body, just like sad, sleepy body. Lunch, I will just make everyone else a pasta salad, and then for me, I'm just gonna have a regular salad because apparently, according to my research, I should try to avoid like processed flour. I don't know. Normally, I'm not super strict with what I eat, but like maybe just like the next day or so. Just keep it real clean, real simple. So I'm gonna be putting together a pasta salad. If you hear that whirring in the background, that's Mo, the robot. We haven't ran him in like a year. But for pasta salad, I like to do stuff like salami. This is Genoa salami. This is salami Napoli. And then pepperoncinis. We've got artichoke hearts. I'm also going to toss in some mozzarella pearls and some feta cheese. I might hold off on those for me personally. I don't know. Maybe. This is, you know. I'm going to use a red onion. Okay, Mo, I'm working here. Red onion. We've got some tomatoes that are starting to turn, so I'm going to cut out what I can. We'll use that. Oh yeah, yikes. Okay, that one we may not even use. Then the little random peppers and bits from the garden, like this would never sustain anything, so I might just chop that up and toss it in. What else do we have going on in here? An Anaheim pepper, that's probably too much. Oh, and I need a cucumber. There we go, that's better. I needed a tripod. You know what I really need to work on today? Waiting to talk until I'm in light again. You know what I really need to work on today? Oh my gosh. The bags are bagging, babes. Is the fridge. So one of the issues that I'm having right now is just bending over is a little bit uncomfortable. I don't know if I can take that noise. It drives me nuts. Is to clear out the fridge. Because we have lots of miscellaneous mason jars. That probably need to be tended to. So maybe that's what we end up doing is while I'm waiting for the pasta to boil, or where did I put the pasta? What the heck? Hold on. Which is farfalle, of course, because you can't have a pasta salad with a different shape. If it's macaroni, then it's a macaroni salad. But if it's a pasta salad, it's farfalle, okay? So while I wait for that to come to a boil and die on a very random pasta-shaped hill, let's take care of this. All in all, not that bad. All it needs is I gotta clear everything out and then I'm gonna wipe it down with a hot rag. So I'm not going deep cleaning today. I'm just getting some of the clutter down so it feels better and seeing if there's anything expired, moldy, gross, yuck, or that I need to use ASAP because tomorrow I'm going to be writing my menu for the next week. And I didn't do a monthly meal plan for October, which is totally fine, but I should probably do a weekly one because I know, especially like I've got asparagus here that's going to turn soon. We definitely got to use that kind of thing. So I just need to do a little bit of catching up with what we got here and a little bit of tidying. Go ahead and scrub it out. There's nothing special about this. It's literally just, actually, look, it's got old paint on it. It's just a terry cloth towel. We use these for milking the goats. The key is to get it hot, like get it under hot water to the point where it's kind of uncomfortable on your fingers, and then just go scrub down the shelf, return back, get it hot again, and then just kind of keep going. Here is a prime example. I don't know what this is, but it's sticky and it's good on there. So all I'm gonna use is a towel with some hot water and we'll get that right up. Done. The only thing I'm going to do is come back in with a dry cloth to dry this off before putting other things back in. How's that for perfect timing? Oh no. Mo, Can you come? Okay. Perfect timing. Just finished wiping it down, and now I got the noodles going. Well, most of the noodles. It's hard to film and do things one-handed, okay? Clyde, no. Not snack. Go on. Do this thing where I save the remnants of a pot of coffee and toss it into mason jars in the fridge. And now I have like one and some. So I'm gonna move it over to a half-gallon mason jar. This is great in the afternoons when I want a little pick-me-up, but I don't want to make a latte. The only other thing I need to do, or figure out doing, is making coffee ice cubes, because obviously this is brewed at like a hot cup of coffee strength. So when you add ice to it, oh dear, it gets all watery, which I don't love. Pour this in. And since the girls are occasionally drinking coffee as well, this will be fun for them to just kind of grab some upon request, of course. I also have some peppermint tea, which I'm gonna toss some ice into. And this is dandelion, which is supposed to help out with my stomach as well. So peppermint's supposed to soothe, dandelion's supposed to help with detoxification. And this isn't a syrup because we didn't actually add sugar to this yet, so it's whatever it is before it becomes a syrup. So I'll have this to sip on. At least it's something fun, right? Pasta's supposed to be done in 50 seconds and I don't have anything ready for it. The nice part about a pasta salad though is it's supposed to be served cold, so I can actually drain it and let it sit and come to room temperature while I'm preparing all the ingredients and putting everything back. It looks like so much more when it's on the counter. But once I put it away, it's gonna look fine. I'm encouraging myself out loud through you guys, or to you guys.
I got a little pretty. And you messed it up before you filmed it. Oh, sorry.
Ta-da! First bite verdict? Mm-hmm. Oh. Yep. And you're like 3 bites in. Thoughts? Okay, great. Good job.
Silence is key.
What?
Silence is key.
Silence is key?
Silence.
Silence is key.
Mm-hmm. If the person is hungry, they'll just keep quietly eating.
Look at that. That looks so clean. Killing it, babe. You're killing it. So we went and picked up some cattle panels and T-posts because the panels were like 20 bucks a pop. So cost-wise, it was pretty comparable to doing like a stretch fencing, but this doesn't require like heavy equipment to stretch the fencing. So we have that electric fencing that's all back there. The dogs don't really mess around back there though, so it's not that big of a deal to stop right here at the corner. Look at that. That's not bad. Look at that. Tell me you white trash without telling me you white trash. We'll go first.
Hey.
What?
Leopard print is in.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a hole in the top of our lawnmower bag, so my father-in-law fixed it with an old blanket, and he had options, right? He could have done the fuzzy brown side, but no. He decided to do the leopard print on the outside, which I think just really gives it like that je ne sais quoi, you know what I mean?
Which I found out it's in. It's the style right now. It's that 1960s leopard print.
1960s leopard print.
Pretty soon we're going to be putting shag carpet in our house.
No, this looks so good though. And next I want to do string lights coming all across the top.
We?
I said I. But you said you would help me with the extension cords.
Cleared that out a little bit.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even pay attention to that.
Nice looking, huh?
Yeah, that looks great.
That's where I'm like, I like the privacy of that green wall in the back.
Yeah.
But the neighbor behind us doesn't clear. So if we clear our side, we get the view of the creek.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
actually
gonna
fair.
make our backyard feel bigger, like the creek is ours.
We decided that for dinner tonight, because of course the last clip that I showed you. Oh wait, no, we did go outside. We broke it up. It's not all food content today. We are gonna do the flanken style short ribs. which instead of being cut, attached, you can see there's like bone right here. So it's cut down the bone like this. So I've got about 2.5 pounds that I'm gonna mix up a quick marinade for. These are still pretty frozen, so I might run some hot water over them. And then let me see, is this actually even gonna fit? Yeah, that'll fit. So I'll throw it in a marinade in the bag. I mean, y'all know we don't love single-use plastic, but in a capacity like this, that means every bit of the meat will be submerged. Because I want these to marinate for at least an hour, I need to get this moving. I need to keep them in contact with this for as long as possible. So this is just gonna kind of be what we're working with. So all recipes, this is for 2 pounds, white sugar, steak seasoning, soy sauce, vinegar, maple syrup, cayenne, sesame oil, ground ginger, red pepper flakes. I'm not gonna be following that exactly. I just don't know how I feel about the maple syrup. I don't know if I have steak seasoning, but I do have Pitmaster's Spike seasoning. We also get really bougie, expensive soy sauce. I don't know if I wanna do more than like 1/3 of a cup. That's a lot. That's expensive. Ground ginger, a little bit of cayenne, rice wine. Do we want sumac? Okay. Let's see. Get some hot water started. Ooh, that's cold. Get these running underneath it. If you do not have one of these things, it's fantastic. I use it whenever I make chicken stock or soup that I'm putting in the freezer, and I've got these bags. It will actually hold them up. And I've poured a lot. I've poured like 1/2 gallon to 1 gallon of liquid in these bags. As long as you go slow and you're not like pouring like crazy, these hold up just fine. They're phenomenal. Still feel like that's gonna be enough liquid, but I don't want to sacrifice any more soy sauce. So I think instead I'm gonna throw in some chicken stock. Wait, I still need it. And then maybe more seasoning. First things first, I'm gonna dry off the meat and put some dry seasoning on it. Not too much though, because I feel like when it sits in the marinade, it's just gonna get all washed off anyways. But just enough that it adheres a little bit better. So this recipe calls for steak seasoning and sugar directly on them. I'm gonna do brown sugar instead of white though. Get that Pitmaster Spike in there. This has got a decent amount of salt in it. Always taste your seasoning, especially if it's a mix like this, before using it. Because I almost put salt on these too. That would have been bad. Oh. Well. Barely made it with that amount of seasoning. I was really stretching it there at the end. But these are, they're looking like something. And my intuition is telling me that they should sit in the dry rub for a little bit before putting it in the liquid. I may be totally inaccurate with this, but I'm like, maybe I just let it sit for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes up somewhere where the dogs can't get it before even putting it to the marinade, because what's the point of pressing a dry rub into a piece of meat if you're just gonna immediately then put it into a marinade? I may be wrong. If you know more than me, please let me know. And all you have to say is, I know more than you, and you don't have to explain any further, and that's okay. I'll allow it. Different with my hair and my mashed potatoes. So I typically boil them. Occasionally if I'm feeling fancy, I will boil them in like chicken or ham stock. But I saw like a reel or TikTok or something recently where they talked about roasting the potatoes first. I'm actually gonna give that a try because I have time and the meat needs to marinate a little bit longer anyways, so might as well. Oh, good job, bud. And if all goes well, I will be doing this over again for Thanksgiving, that's the word. Some seasoning, salt and pepper, like a garlic and herb seasoning. So we'll see. You excited?
Yeah.
I'm making mashed potatoes using roasted potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, and nice. Oh, and also tallow. So I did tallow on it instead of like an olive oil or something like that because it has a higher smoke point and I think it'll lend a really nice flavor. And now we wait. And marvel at my hair. Let's see. The color on that looks gorgeous. And then of course Elias is making a reduction out of the marinade. And then we've all tried, I don't know if all of us have tried it, a few of us have, and this is phenomenal. I wonder if I'm gonna be doing this again for Thanksgiving instead. What do you think?
Yeah.
You look, ah.
What?
You look great.
Thank you. Do I look cool?
You look very cool. It feels only right to tell you that that recipe was garbage. At least for the ribs. The potatoes turned out absolute perfection. 10 out of 10 recommend roasting your potatoes before turning them into mashed potatoes. Just make sure you add enough liquid to them. Regardless of what the internet says though, the ribs are still short rib and probably should have been cooked low and slow and not using a quick sear because those were tough. Flavor, incredible. Texture, chewy. So that's what we have for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously this is me a few days later. Definitely feeling a lot better, almost 100% again. But you know what would make me feel 100% better? If you jumped on down there and hit subscribe. Oh, just hitting you with a little side seasoning of guilt, you know? Just kidding, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it really means a lot. And until next time, bye guys.